So wait on equals the Lord. That is a revelation from God. Wait on the Lord. Well, I was doing that, and the Lord just allowed me to see that WAI equals the, and the rest equals Lord. So slice the 6 letters wait on directly in half, and you get the Lord in order. So wait on the Lord. That is a huge revelation, because there are many people in life waiting on all sorts of things, and waiting on other people, waiting on anything under the sun except God himself. Amazing. So other Gematria gems in this, but it's amazing how there's many other statements like wait on the Lord, trust in the Lord, hope in the Lord, believe on the Lord, hide in the Lord, look to the Lord, that would work as well, soak in the Lord, that have the same math in the ending of the final letter to glorify Lord mathematically perfectly. But the most simple and beautiful of all is the famous letters wait on the Lord. Okay? So take the 6 letters wait on, slice them in half right down the middle. To your left is 33, the. To your right is 49, Lord. So according to the math ordained in the words wait on, who in all the universe are we all supposed to practice waiting on? And that, of course, that means, being still in silence while you wait for the other person to speak. So wait on the Lord. That's huge. So wait on equals the Lord. But the coolest, so I got to write all this stuff down. And then it's so cool. And then you realize, based on that massive, so wait on equals the Lord, and you slice it in half. WAI is the, TON is Lord. Okay? And then you realize, okay, if God so strongly ordained TON to equal Lord, you say, what's very famous that you can think of with TON? Well, it's the root of the word noting. And like note-taking, notes, noted. Well, when you wait on the Lord, He will give you words, and you write them down. You take note. The word notice, essentially, if you are a person of God, you are noticing, you are taking notes all day long, because God is always speaking to you. But wait on the Lord, like you are expecting to hear His voice. And so you write it down as notes, and that's what I do. I get words from the Lord while I'm waiting on the Lord. Then I note them. I write them down in a notebook. So N-O-T equals Lord. Okay, the root of all note-taking, notes, noted, notify, notifications, and note-taking and all that. But who are we supposed to be listening to? Because everyone's crying out for attention, saying, notice me, subscribe to notifications. It's like, wait on the Lord. Take notes from the Lord, what He speaks to you in your private prayer closet. Okay. Cool. Wait on the Lord. And then another famous statement is, I don't mind what my hair looks like, that's okay. Trust in the Lord. Has very similar math. But the fact that it's profound to me. Like, wait on the Lord. Amazing. And then the word deep, this came to me, deep peace. Deep equals peace. Basically the most common experience thing that you will feel in waiting on the Lord is just total peace. But the word deep clearly equals peace. You got the P-E-E, and then an A plus C, 3 plus 1 equals D, 4. And from my experience, the longer, any quality prayer time always results in overwhelming peace. And I would typically say that the longer you get to spend in silent prayer time, the deeper the peace can be. It's just literally in what you feel. That's what happens. So deep peace. And then I was just meditating on the word wait. That word in Gematria is I am. I am peace. Okay, and it's quite strong. Okay, it's quite strong because the bookends, I am is the W. The bookends of peace are 21, and that's a 20 plus 1 in the word wait. And then the center of peace is 9, just like the I in the center. So the word wait in Gematria for the glory of God is I am peace. God the I am, God our peace. That's great. And then when you say waiting, that just doubles the 30 on the end, so you get this double piece there. It's profound. And then I was thinking that every single God is sovereign over all of our lives. And literally every single thing that has ever happened in your life that has forced you to wait for something, for someone, it's literally like a training ground. It's literally like a practice ground for you to do that unto God in your silent prayer closet. You say, God is always growing. I say, why has God made me wait for so many people? Why do I always have to wait in line? Why do we always have to wait for things? And it always seems, it's like, everything is to push us towards, the most pleasing relationship with God that can possibly be had. It's like, well, we're probably supposed to be capable of waiting in silence patiently for long periods of time out of respect for God until we hear His voice and all that. But you think about other words that God has ordained with this. So wait is I am peace. Think about famous occupations, of which there are millions of people, like a waiter and a waitress. Technically, they are someone who waits on other people. They listen. Technically, in the realist sense, a waiter or a waitress is someone who listens constantly for the voice of their master, the one at the table. But this is profound, that it's not just listening for the voice, it's listening, if you will, with their eyes, by watching, the customers, obviously, if they're low on water, whatever it is, but just watching the customer's body language, whether or not the customers are hoping they'll see them. You get the idea. But wait on the Lord. That's who we're supposed to be waiting on. Wait on the Lord. Just bizarre. And it's supposed to be silent. Our churches, there's so much nonsense in churches with just noise. And the church I went to, they made a song out of this verse. And it was practically like a rock version. Like, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. And it's like, you wake up realizing we're called to silence. Like, that's how we hear from God. There's way too much singing going on. There's way too much noise and distraction. So, wait equals I am peace. Deep equals peace. Isn't that amazing? People say, I want to go deeper with God. Well, I believe you're going to have to spend longer amounts of times in silent prayer. And I believe the most incredible gift that you're going to receive or get from the Lord is deep peace. Like, you're just going to be this absolute basket case of total peace all day long because of how much time you spend alone with God. I'm just amazed at how the word deep is the word peace. That's cool. Deep peace. Wait on the Lord. Okay. So it would behoove, I love to do diligence and all this stuff. But it's true that really the world is looking for peace. That's amazing though. It's waiting in silence. So wait is I am peace. I am peace. Jesus the great I am, Jesus our peace. I am peace. So all the English words that start with wait, waited, waiter, waiters, waiting, waitings, waitress, waitresses, waits. That's it. Okay. That to me is the most profound gem of all, though. That that wait on equals the Lord. And it also, amazingly, it parallels mathematically the phrase trust in, as in trust in the Lord, hope in the Lord. These, it's amazing how all of these letters have the exact same construction mathematically. Like, so that the Lord is the puzzle piece that, these words are waiting for. Like, trust in who? Well, the Lord. Hope in the Lord. Wait on the Lord. Look to the Lord. But trust in and hope in and wait on are all perfectly identical. Because you have a +2 and a +1 at the front of the first word. They all end in a +2, which hooks up with the word in or on to parallel Lord or equal Lord, and it's perfect. Trust in the Lord. Hope in the Lord. But the one that's dead equal is wait on the Lord. And so now I'm going to the Hebrew word, the original Hebrew word for wait on the Lord. Okay. Yeah, to wait. To hope. I'm going to do some study of my own. We'll be back for more.